Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Hey everybody, it is Monday and Mikey's here filling in, and you were just saying you don't really know where you're.
No, I'm having an out-of-body experience. Logan is teething, so his molars are coming in, so he's up at all hours of the night. So I just don't sleep. So
How much sleep have you gotten?
Zero. Okay. I was just up all night. So I was like, where am I? Who are you?
I'm David.
Okay.
I'm your friend.
Okay.
We're here at KDKA. We're gonna do Pittsburgh Today Live. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Especially on Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yeah, it's a holiday. It's really a day of reflection and remembrance. And there's actually a lot happening in Pittsburgh. Some local businesses are opening. They have some free events today to commemorate Dr. King's legacy.
Yeah, and I'm involved in one of the events, so I'm excited to share that with you a little bit later on in the show. And so we have a lot of things that we're going to mention today. A lot of free events.
A lot of free events. So we're going to run that down a little bit later on. But first, we hope you had a great weekend. Let's talk about our weekends. And Mikey, you were saying your weekend was not the most action-packed.
No, it wasn't. I will say I went to Trader Joe's. Yeah.
I love how excited you are for Trader Joe's.
The highlight of my weekend. So I went grocery shopping, and the snacks at Trader Joe's, they always pull me in. So these are sour cream and onion, lentil, like little snack things. Those are really good. The sweet plantains, love those. These are like little apple pie tarts. Delicious. We buy like 4 or 5 of those every time we go. And then this mac and cheese, David. Oh,
mac and cheese when it's so cold outside.
I know. They have the light version that they sell in the store, but I never go for that one. I get the
full
why would
fat.
You? Yeah.
Yes, no.
So
go
good.
for the guilt version.
Yes,
I want all the guilt and all the calories.
All of it. So they have great snacks there.
So this is Mikey's top 10 list of snacks.
And I was afraid to talk about this because I didn't want people to buy all of my favorite snacks.
That's
but it's
exactly what's going to happen.
I know.
Like, these are not going to be available much sooner now that Pittsburgh knows these are Mikey Hood's hot items.
Oh, the secret is out. It's okay. PCL is family. You all are family.
Really? All right, what else do you have for us?
I read a book.
Okay.
And this is interesting. This is called A Funny Story by Emily Henry. And this is the first fiction book I've read in a very long time. And this is the plot of it all. A woman's fiance leaves her for his ex the day after his bachelorette party. Well, then the woman moves in with his ex's ex.
Wait, I think I need a diagram to sort this out. I was with you until the very end.
Her fiance has a new ex, an ex. He got back with his ex, but the woman who he was with moves in.
Are you sure this isn't The Young and the Restless? I think it sounds like The Young and the Restless.
Oh, it's getting off to a really good start. It's kind of spicy.
Oh, okay, all right. It's kind of spicy.
It is.
Heather uses that word too.
She does.
Spicy.
She does.
Yeah.
So this is. I don't know.
All right, you're gonna have to let us know. You're gonna have to let us know.
It's gonna be good. How about your weekend?
All right, you know what? Yesterday afternoon, we were invited to a get-together, and it was just what we needed to lift us out of the winter blahs, because you start to feel that. And so these are our friends Carol and Susan. It's their home, and it was absolutely wonderful. The group of people that we got to meet. That's Eldana and Diane. They are such PTL viewers.
Are they?
Eldana was telling me things back that
You're like, what? What?
She knew my story better than I know my story. Wow. She was saying and your dad had a shoe store. It was called Larry's Shoes. And I was like, oh my gosh, you really pay attention. And
or you just tell that story a lot. Is that?
Maybe that's it. Maybe I talked too much about it. I don't know.
It's a good story.
But you know what? It was wonderful. And it was just the thing to lift our spirits. And we met so many great people. So it was a lot of fun. It really was.
It's the best getting together with friends. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it really is. And then we watched a lot of television. So I didn't mean to do this, but you know how you you go to a store and you want one thing, and then you have a whole cart.
Oh, all the time.
So this was kind of the thing. So we're flipping through channels, and I like my retro channels. I like to watch the old reruns of things. And so the Jeffersons are on. And so I stopped there, and then I realized this is a Jeffersons marathon.
No.
So yes, it was running. I must have watched, I mean, I did other things, like I folded laundry and stuff like that, but I must have watched 8, 9 episodes of the Jeffersons.
Well, this was a really good show. Moving
it
on
really
up.
was. Oh yeah, the
to
theme
East
song.
Side.
The theme song was so great. And then my favorite 2 characters are Marla Gibbs, who is still alive, by the way. She played Florence the maid, and her like one-liners. And then this woman, Zara Cully, in like the beginning, she played George's mother, and she was like she had this animosity towards Louise that was so funny, so well executed. And so anyway, we just got sucked in. And I you know, like you don't mean to watch 9 hours or 9, you know, but then the next thing you know. All right, so the other thing we checked out was something new. So I think it was Friday night we watched The Pit. Because
I'm so jealous.
So,
I want to see it so bad.
And John Shumway said it was good, and so Noah Wiley, of course, stars in this from ER, and so this is a medical drama. They shot some of it at AGH and Pittsburgh, so it opens, and you see all the shots of Pittsburgh, and it's really awesome. And the premise of it is each hour is part of a 15-hour shift.
Right.
And I liked it. I don't love medical dramas, and so the one thing that
that hurts.
No, I don't. I mean, because it's too medical. Like, I don't know, it reminds me of like real life trips to the hospital, and I don't want to think about that. But I will say, I liked how they did the story of the doctors. I feel like because it's like each episode is connected to each episode, you know, like you didn't get a story arc with the patients the way you did like in ER or something.
Oh, I see.
You know, like where, or Grey's Anatomy, where like the patients have their own. So I don't know, but I'm only 2 episodes in. We'll see where it goes.
Well, I was a big fan of ER. Like I used to take copious notes when I would watch that show.
You would take notes?
I'd take notes on how to do medical procedures, and that's when I wanted to be a surgeon. And that's where I got my information from.
Oh
so
my gosh.
good thing I didn't go that route.
Dr. Mike paging Dr. Mikey. Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but you know
cannot.
what? You might have. They do. Like they pay a lot of attention to get the lingo right on things. So you probably did learn some things.
I learned a lot.
That were like real things.
Yeah. But I'm glad you watched that, and you said it was good. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
I just love whenever there's something in Pittsburgh.
Me too.
Yeah. All right, if you noticed over the weekend, or maybe you didn't notice, but TikTok like disappeared.
It was gone. I remember I went to the app and I was just like, scroll, nothing.
Yeah.
It was frozen.
It was frozen because, I mean, we've been talking about a possible ban. So it went away on Saturday, then it came back on Sunday.
Yeah, it was quick.
So it was less than 24 hours. And TikTok is saying they've gotten reassurances that things are going to work out. So, I mean, we'll see what happens long term. But I don't post often enough on TikTok. I didn't even notice until on Instagram I saw people posting about, like, what about you? Do you post regularly?
I do sometimes, but I did, same as you, I noticed on Facebook people were talking about it and they were really sending out heartfelt messages like,
well, no, for some people,
you would have thought someone had passed away and they were just like, we're so sorry it's gone and you'll be okay. And I get it, a lot of people do make their living on TikTok, but as soon as it was gone, it was back. And I kind of had a feeling that would happen, so that's good.
Well, that's kind of what I thought all along. I thought, like, oh, they're going to solve this. They're going to figure this out because too many people are on this, you know. And I mean, it's still, we'll wait and see how they solve it exactly. But it's back online is the bottom line.
But TikTok is fun, though. I like to do little dances on there sometimes.
Well, it lures you in, doesn't it? And it's like watching a half hour of the Jeffersons. And the next thing you know, it's 9 hours later. No, no. It wasn't. It was 9 episodes. It wasn't 9 hours.
Yeah, I think you're telling on yourself.
I'm going to quit talking now. I'm going to quit talking about this. All right, the NFL and KFC have teamed up. They've opened a Steelers-themed restaurant.
Yeah, but I think the location might surprise you. It's just south of Mexico City. So who knew there were Steelers fans in Mexico City?
Well, I had a little glimpse of this because years ago I did a story about like Steelers fan clubs all across the world, and I interviewed this guy, and it was like before Zoom was a thing. I forget how I interviewed him, but I interviewed him, and they had a fan club in Mexico City. But this is one of 3 NFL locations. There's one for the 49ers and one for the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, the things you learn right here from Dr. Mikey Hood. She's watching ER, ready to be a medical professional. Yeah. No, but honestly, people are inspired by stuff like this.
Just watch ER.
All right, coming up, our DJ, Daisy Jade, is celebrating National DJ Day with a bunch of actual DJs. Yeah, in fact, there's DJ PDC. We recognize him. So she's hanging out with the guys that provide the soundtrack to Pittsburgh's biggest events.
Yeah, it's always a party where Daisy is. Plus, award season is heating up, and Pittsburgh's film critics have weighed in. We'll see which films they think were a cut above the rest in 2024. I hear one of my favorites is on the list.
No kidding. And where to go and what to do and how to keep the kids entertained, all while celebrating Dr. King's legacy. We're going to take a look at how Pittsburgh is honoring Martin Luther King Jr. Day with free events for the whole family.
Well, it's Monday, January 20th. We know many of you have the day off. Lucky you, and we hope you're enjoying it.